Hi, I'm Anna. Today I'm going to talk to you about balarke. I filmed a whole video that was explaining this and then I accidentally deleted it, so I'm so mad right now. But anyway, I have a board now which might help me stay on track because the previous video I was kind of rambling. So, problems I have with balarke, in no particular order: transphobia, homophobia, racism, sexism, ableism, anti-sex work, which is kind of like a form of sexism. So, you might be wondering, but he's none of these things, what do you mean? So for ableism, we've got the fact that he's always saying the R slur.
Some of them are being ironic, which I'll be able to tell, trust me, I'm not retarded. The R word, I didn't know it was from mentally retarded people. See how fucking retarded they are. Growing up, which is the light side, and then it says becoming a retarded Tommy in it. I saw that on my page, I was like, wait, that's kind of funny. But him saying that sparked a huge beef because you know the Dream SMP fans. The R slur, you can't say that. I bet they would have an aneurysm if they saw my video. Multiple people go viral calling me the R word. Oh yeah, he was getting cancelled for saying the R word in that meme, by the way, that I showed you. Yeah, honestly, Dream, you're actually cancelled. You're not allowed to say retard. Only I don't care if he said the R word. Obviously, I'm not retarded, so I'm not gonna generalize the police in America.
I work at Camp Brave Trails. Of course I have ducks in my pockets. I work at Camp Brave Trails. Of course I feel safe to embrace my autism. I work at Camp Brave Trails. Of course I'm decked out in rainbow all the time.
Of course I own Brave Trails. I don't know what they said. I'm a fucking retard.
Those of you that are wondering how the R word became a slur, please stick around. I have the answers for you. According to cerebralpalsy.org, the R word used to be a medical term used to describe people's intellectual capabilities, just like how the term diabetic is used to describe people's blood sugar issues, and it was never meant to be used as an insult. However, over time, people started using it as slang to people who they felt were doing foolish things, making bad associations about disabled people, which then led to people using it around disabled people as if they were superior to them. And thus, it became a slur, with people using it left and right, as if people were saying, that's so dumb or that's so stupid, without any regard of the true power behind the word. And one thing people can do to help stop themselves from using it is asking themselves, how would I feel if somebody called me a derogatory term? This will hopefully get people to understand the impact of what they say before they say it, because the more understanding we are about the power behind this word, the less likely we are to use it.
In terms of ableism as well, making fun of disabled people and also being pitying them, dehumanizing them, and I guess also kind of infantilizing disabled people too.
And most of the time their personalities have something wrong with them. One of them will have a stutter or one of them's brutally autistic. But basically it's when people have sensitive hearing. There was a girl who actually blew up from it ages ago where she was listening to a song. That was cringe and that was actually real.
That's straight Asperger's or autism or whatever. I think he's specifically more likely to use as joke ammunition.
It's always the ones that are performing live, open mic. It's just straight Asperger's, if I'm being honest. Alpha just gives off straight up autism vibes. I don't know what it is.
I'm not sure why he thinks it's okay. Transphobia. I feel like this was quite rife in his recent Lily Tino video.
Transgender people! I personally don't really care about it. It doesn't affect me. I don't care. It doesn't affect my daily life. She complains about either not being recognized as a woman, which, if I say my views right now, I might be in trouble. You know why I don't care. It's different. It's not the same as being an actual woman. Oh, balarke, that's... shut the fuck up. So basically, he's just explaining his circumcision. Lily Tino isn't actually trans. He has a fetish for cross-dressing and being a woman. Change my mind. Ooh, clocked. Probably. Honestly, there's a lot of cases where trans people, typically the men to female, where they just trying to disguise their fetish for women and trying to be like a woman. I'm not saying all, but a lot of them. Don't go wanting bed. Oh, grow up, man. It's just bro, you're a grown-ass man. It hurts me. Shut the fuck up. How about this? When you go into the place, when you speak to the waiter first, why don't you explain that you are a trans person? No offense, but you look like a man. How often does this guy go to fucking business?
But I'm a woman, so I'm gonna use the women's bath.
You're a trans woman, not a woman. Once again, not all trans women, right, are like this, but some of them are just straight up fetishizing women and they just try to disguise it as being a trans woman. Would you want that person in the same bathroom as your daughter? It's weird. It's very weird, man. It's what? Do you want to be a woman or not? Why are you peeing standing up? It's like they take pride in being both. if that makes sense. Does he ever actually want to be a woman? This guy pisses me off. I'm sorry. See how many times I've slipped up and said that he or guy, because that's what you are and that's what you sound like and that's what you look like. 53 months off. Bro, you kind of just look like you shaved your beard and put makeup on. Unbelievable. Okay, these guys are just straight up transphobic. I have to say this. There's gonna be a warning in the beginning anyway. I am not transphobic. I do not care. If I was a trans person, I would see this guy as like a danger. It's almost like he's an industry plant for people to hate trans people. This has definitely converted someone into a transphobe. And then the normal trans people are just getting shit for it. So I apologize if you're an actual normal trans person, because this person is fucking up for everyone. Obviously, I'm not retarded, so I'm not gonna generalize trans people. I know you're not all like that. Trans kid book. See, this is where I have an issue with. Why are we grooming kids to think like they're trans? That shouldn't even be in their brains until they're like 16. Just let them be a kid.
Because at that point, what are you even really disclosing? What is there to disclose?
That you're not an actual woman, that you're a trans woman. They're two different things. And it's kind of gay. Because you've had little penis folded inside out and you have a makeshift vagina, Play-Doh pussy, he won't be able to tell. And then when you get dating the guy, like 2 years in, you can tell him that you're a trans woman. And then the guy's gonna want to kill himself.
Although obviously people do have valid criticism about her, but none of it is because she's trans. It's like other stuff, like her being inappropriate at Disneyland where kids could be listening. Anyway, saying that trans women aren't real women and saying like, you still look like a man or that's a man.
Is that what she said? He let my boy, you know I'm a tranny. What they called the Beast Squad? One of them's a tranny. That was a joke, by the way.
Gender is a spectrum, and it is not binary. Not in any species in the animal kingdom. There have been studies that have shown that trans people's brains are closer to the gender that they believe they are than the gender that they were assigned at birth. It is not just something that they're making up. And also there's intersex people. And I feel that we're in a world today where transphobia is damaging to everyone, because if you look too masculine, if you're too confident, if your voice is too deep and you're a woman, you'll be questioned. And that means that especially dark-skinned black women are disproportionately questioned. We see it in sports all the time. Women who have just biologically more testosterone. Support trans women, support trans people, you support everyone. Then for racism, we've got his comments about Indians perpetuating like the stereotypes, like saying that they smell bad and stuff, and that they like rape white people.
But the Indians, those Indians. You guys know that the Indians love to steal shit and they love to just be cringe as fuck. I'm not even being racist now, even the Indians know it themselves. I don't want to we're gonna get a little bit racist in this video, I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna take a look at the Indian sidemen and hopefully they don't have a feature where you can smell the video, because I don't want to smell that fucking room.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, okay, there's gonna be a lot of these jokes, so if you're not prepared, click off the video, you absolute man-gina. Yeah, you're a man-gina. Yo, you look like the stinkiest Indian. Baby girl, you look like the stinkiest Indian of my life. Come back to me, I'll make you stink more. So they just be smelling like Red Bull and beer.
I'm Karthik. Are you a feminist?
Why is he wearing a jacket and it's not that cold? He stinks. I just know it. He's got to stink. Like he's got to be he's gonna be nervous. He's put on the spot. There's lights in there. It's a closed room. It stinks of shit in there. And also he stinks of shit. What's with Indians and leather? I'm sorry. It's gonna stain the leather. Alright guys, so 32 minutes of pure Indian. We might get a little bit racist. Imagine a stench in there. Okay, I said this last time. I'm gonna stop. Okay, I'm gonna try my best not to, like, you know what I mean. But imagine, no, I'm saying it. This is the corner shop leaders. No, I can't. Take it off, right? Never mind, keep it back on, because then the stench is gonna hit. Your name is not Cosmic, man. That's his PUBG gamer tag. I need to stop being racist. If I mention PUBG, if I mention smell, if I mention unconsensual stuff, and if I mention, them being chopped as fuck, I have to take a shot. Did he go like that because he was scared of the stench? Fuck, I'm sorry.
I heard you're into football, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to score right now, so.
He looks really scary. Like, he looks like you go to India and they're staring at your missus. Like, they're just staring like this. Stare. Censor that. What? Why is there a black woman?
Need a partner to watch movies with, so yeah.
What is that thing? What is...
Hopefully, it works out, yeah.
Hey,
What the fuck am I looking at?
Are you a hydraulic press? Because you got me crushing.
Okay. That was good.
I don't like looking at her. I'm not gonna watch this one. It's worse than India. How long do you guys think I would survive if I went to India? I'm calling it maybe 3 days and then I just die or get ripped. That was a joke. The fuck. Would they? No, I'm not white enough. Oh, Indians. Love Indians. They're my favorite. Bit of fucking... I was gonna say something so racist. Bit of Vindaloo now and then, lads.
Then for sexism, we've just got like a general dislike of women.
I'm Vrinda, and if you want to know more, then figure me out.
Shut up, bitch. Damn. Fuck that bitch.
Only been, I feel like he said
Shut
a
up.
year.
Shut the fuck up. No one cares about your ass. Sit down, bitch.
And not cut people off.
Wait, so they're cutting him off? I'm not gonna lie, that is a woman moment. I'm just...
Let me make something very clear to you. Okay. Firstly, you're confusing 1% of men with all men. The majority of men have no money, no power, no sex from their wife, no fucking chance in court. They can't even keep their house. They won't get to see their kids, and they don't... So
I'm glad that they actually agree with what he's saying here, because this makes sense. Like, so fair enough, Andrew Tate says some serious, crazy shit, but this is perfectly fine.
The second thing, when a man gets up at 4 in the morning to go carry garbage to earn a good wage, he ain't thinking, I'm gonna do this so I can oppress that bitch because she's broke. He's doing it thinking so I can provide for my family, so my woman can stay at home and raise my kids and have nice nails while I'm out here carrying trash. You go to a coal mine, those dudes are not down there thinking about oppressing women. They're down there thinking about providing for women.
Who controls access to sex, men or women?
Yeah, woman, obviously.
Yeah, so I would say hookup culture, if we want to see hookup culture stop, because women kind of control when sex happens, so do you have anyone to blame but yourselves on that one?
Yeah, no, hookup culture is definitely a female-orientated thing, and if you think otherwise, then literally just suck my balls. It's quite a woman one. It's a woman moment. You know, it's actually getting kind of concerning because the only good female rapper, in my opinion, is Nicki. Like, since then, it's just been shit. When it comes to female music, it's just lacking. Female rap, it's just lacking, bro. It just sucks. I'm not even like trying to be sexist, because woman. Female. Do people actually get cancelled for saying female now? If it does, then I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna say female anymore. I don't care. Jesus Christ, I knew like majority of the female like comedians are just not fucking funny. This is gonna be making a video on Andrew Tate. Who's Andrew Tate? He is one of the most debased humans to ever touch this planet. Don't get me wrong, some of the stuff he does say is absolutely retarded. But majority of the shit he says makes sense and people just don't want to hear it.
Don't trust none of your people you think you should be trusted. They're all backstabbers. All of you are like, oh, my best friend, my best friend. Let me tell you something. None of you have a best friend like I thought. All your friends you think are your friends, give them $5,000 and tell your girlfriend to stay at their house for a week. Come see them next Monday, see if they're still your friend. Have they got the money and have they tried it with your bitch? Try it. I'm guaranteeing you 99% of you are going to lose a friend and probably your money and probably your girl.
See, this is what I'm talking about. He's not wrong. Like, deadass. I genuinely think, yeah, but in what world am I going to give $5,000 fucking dollars to? I guess it's true. I guess. Nice. That was base. Okay, base count. We got to have a base one. This is what I was looking for, the juiciness.
Men have an innate value that prevents them from ever being truly depressed. For most men out here, they can't even feel wanted. Their wife left them. They're invisible to women. Their kids don't talk to them. They're just not wanted. Society has huge burdens on men. You can be a woman and be 40 and be broke. No one gives a shit. If you're a man and you're 40 something and you're fucking broke and ain't got a car, people are a bit like, how the fuck did you fuck your life up, bro?
See, this is why I said I'm gonna get cancelled for this. I agree with him. I don't care. I don't care what anyone says. People don't want to hear it, so it's what it is, man.
You're fucked, right? But if you're an ugly man, that's not real because you can become scary. You don't need to be good looking. You can be scary as hell.
Base. Yes, I don't believe in equality. I don't care. Say whatever you want. At the end of the day, females love to say equality this, equality that, we need equality. But the moment you bring up war, it's done. I don't think Andrew Tate's a bad guy. I think he's a pretty cool guy. A lot of people say he's putting on an act. And some of the shit he says on purpose to get like more views, which makes more sense. What have we gathered from this? People have different opinions. Why is that girl so cringe? Like, let's be real. Jesus Christ, I know you're female, but fuck me. TikTok star Love the Flex apologizes for posting sexual pictures and videos as a minor. At this point, every fucking female on TikTok does the same shit. They post them looking into the camera or play some yeet, mummity bibbity bubbity tonga.
Obviously, you know who I am.
I think it, do you know what it is? I think it's just a bit of a woman moment. The fact so many people set up their camera while they were watching the stream and was ready to post on TikTok.
A lot of people have been saying lately, fatherless behavior.
He's got no father at this point. Like, that's the only explanation from this. He has no father.
Like, the problem with kids, like when they do something wrong, is that their father left them, even when there's no evidence of that, like, happening. Which is just sexism, because you are exclusively valuing the presence of a man in their... It's not like both parents, like, oh, you just were parentless. It's always the father. Lack of a strong father figure who'll set you right and make sure that you don't become a furry type of thing. Or that you don't get confused about your gender, or that you don't believe, you know what I mean? You don't come up with seek, sim, zim, the neo-pronouns, which is new and bullshit, is what maybe he would say. Or people with his similar beliefs, that the fathers are crucial in the development of children, which is absolutely not true, and it's been proven scientifically. And I think this is especially ironic, I mean, just to be a bit petty, because he said his own father left him, like he never met his father or something, like he himself was fatherless. So it's kind of like weird coming from a fatherless individual. The call is coming from inside the house, as they say. Anyway, it is so hot today, so I'm sorry if I'm kind of sweaty and like breathless. There's the whole also, would you rather have a thought daughter or a gay son ultimatum, which is both sexist and homophobic, because this is the remnants of purity culture speaking. Thought daughter is just a normal daughter, just a demeaning term that has been, there's a cat outside, sorry, made up to shame women. Actually, I'm sure there are many promiscuous females who have fathers who are just entirely reasonable or don't have any involvement in their sexual life, because why would they, and why does it matter? And actually get out of women's business, you know what I mean? Like, why are you so concerned? You are perpetuating the sexism from centuries before. Realize what you want to drop from the things that you've learned from society and the things that you want to carry forward, and it's absolutely not any of this. And then the gay son is obviously just like, why wouldn't you want a gay son? Like, you're just homophobic. Moving on. Saying like women aren't funny. I think there's like one video clip that I have that's him saying it's always the fat white lesbians.
Him? Oh, poor guy. Yeah.
How fucking long is this? This is torture. I can't do this anymore. Alright, I don't care anymore. I'm saying it. It's always the fat white lesbian people.
Oh yeah, and I forgot to put fat phobia here as well. Another example of fat phobia is the Disneyland video he made, and also just like comments in almost all of his videos where he just says really mean things about them.
Parrot with, of course, the cowgirl hat and pink sunnies.
Okay, I'm gonna say this the most polite way as possible. She should be arrested for going out like that. It is harmful. Like, you guys saying, oh, it's not harming it. It is. It's harming people.
Don't drink and drive and have fun.
I wonder how many cheeseburgers she can eat. Do you think she can, like, just, like, devour tables and stuff? Do you think when she eats fries, she eats her fingers? I'm gonna get cancelled for being fat phobic. I don't care. Whoa, don't move too much now. You might actually die. I wonder what she smells like too. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that she smells like a Burger King. Or like, maybe like, you know when you don't wash your ball sack for like 3 days and it gets that little stank? It gets a little twang to it. I can't watch it. I can't. It's just like, it's not that I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. What is this? Disney rash. What is it?
You've been dying to get the Disney rash? No, probably not. But it does happen. Hey everyone, we're plus size.
What is she? Oh yeah. It's the Michelin tire trio. Shout out to the Michelin tire.
And just be
Oh,
down.
how about this? Lose weight. Not simple. Not a single kneecap in sight. Some deep breaths after this video was made. Yeah, you can tell. Just imagine the smell. It's a park. It's really hot. It's in Florida. They're walking around all day, waiting in lines. They stink of shit. You guys wonder what it smells like. Listen, I know it's out of pocket, but what does it actually smell like down there? I know that smell like backwoods, THC spliff, butty cream. This girl was trying to look like her, but it's kind of embarrassing because they just don't, they're not in the same, how can I say this politely? She's a fat bitch. Okay, I'm joking. They're not in the same weight class. Let's just say it like that. I'm gonna say some out of pocket shit, but I don't even care anymore. Can we stop fat bitches from cosplaying? I'm sorry, but like, can we?
And I feel like one of the main themes is a lack of empathy. Like, just not understanding why people may be fat in the first place. Like, not treating them like normal human beings. He's also mentioned taxes.
Nothing suspicious going on here. I pay my tax.
So speaking of like left wing, right wing, I think he's perhaps a little bit more economically conservative, which like is not some, like obviously he has a right to his own political beliefs, like that's different from these which you'd kind of think of as like hate speech. Like him saying he doesn't want taxes is not the same as hate speech, it's just like him with his own political views, but I feel like it ties in to all of this because people who are more right-leaning are more likely to like do the hate speech and like follow this whole narrative. And sexism, anti-sex work. So this, and I'm mainly talking about OnlyFans. So him saying like, why can't we just have a brain? Like women asking not to be objectified, but then they objectify themselves by doing OnlyFans.
Of the podcasters trying to make themselves look smarter by like proving to themselves that they're smarter than an OnlyFans model. Like obviously they're gonna be smarter than an OnlyFans. She does OnlyFans, women empowerment basically, to show yourself almost naked as soon as you turn 18 and have guys doing like literally busting their nuts to you. That's not women empowerment, you're just an object now. Basically, moral of the story, I hate OnlyFans bitches. Oh, but like, you're just hating because they make more money. Yes. Yes. That's why I hate it. Is OnlyFans hard work? Or we could just ban OF in every single country. I will forever be against OF.
And I know that this is probably quite controversial, especially because it's illegal in so many countries. Sex work is always going to exist, it always has. It's protect those who are working in the sector by making it legal. It's a social construct that comes from decades of shame and taboo surrounding sex in general, but especially sex work. People just make up illnesses and believe that they have them. Like, everyone has autism nowadays, or Tourette's, or multiple personality disorder. That basically people are all kind of being snowflakes because they want to be special, which is just not true.
This generation's actually so fucking cooked. I never thought there would be a point in time where people are just faking disorders. And it's not even getting you attention. You get like 300 likes. What's the fucking point? So it probably isn't for attention. It's probably they actually think they're like that because they want to be special in real life. This generation is. People are faking disorders. Basically, these kids are pretending like they have disorders.
These incidents of people making up illnesses are few and far between. And even when somebody is making up that they have an illness, that's an illness in itself, being a hypochondriac. There's really no reason to be doubting people when they say that they have a disability. We just need to be respectful and not question something that you, not being a professional in the field, have no idea about. I think he's always making jokes about like, oh, that's gay, or that's the gayest thing I ever did, when he just did something like feminine or funny or silly.
Don't be so quick to... That's the gayest shit I've ever seen in my entire life.
Don't be so quick to walk away.
Stop it. Next. Is that all it takes? That was the gayest thing I've ever... This is gay. I'm sorry. I didn't want to be... I don't care if I get cancelled anymore. Fuck off, man.
I am down, whenever I feel the weight of the world on my shoulders, I remember I have my family to lift me up.
What in the Fast and Furious
carry
is going
that
on?
weight. There isn't anything that we can't accomplish together. They make me a better person.
I mean, sure, man. It's like... It's weirdly kind of wholesome, but it's also like... gay as shit.
Can I get your number then?
Screw the number. Why don't you just kiss me now?
Kiss you now?
Yeah.
You serious? Okay.
I'm gonna hurl. I'm actually gonna throw up. This is so fucking gay. I'm gonna sit like this for the next half of the video. I can't do this. This is gay. Pronouns anything except from he. That's not anything then. Well, what the fuck are you talking about? Anything but he. You know I'm calling you a him. I'm joking. Now let's be real. We're not new to these obscene, bizarre trends that's been going on recently.
I'm gonna change tops. It's 2025 and no point was it okay to use gay as an insult, but this is just so old. Cheap, lazy. There's literally no reason for him to be using it. It doesn't make any sense and it's offensive. I think we're all falling victim to finding gay audios funny. And what is actually funny about them other than the fact that they're gay? You know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't be funny if it was straight. I don't know if this is really hate speech, but like when he's saying like that's cancer, and then there's also that's AIDS, or I think he usually says AIDS, which ties into the homophobia.
What the hell? Yo, you two, I'm gonna be completely honest, you need to get rid of this shit. It's so AIDS. I don't talk within speaks. This is serious guts. This man's are actual AIDS, by the way.
And there was one incident that combined ableism and the anti-sex work thing. It was a video where he found this like OnlyFans girl who had like crooked teeth, I think, and an underbite or something. And he was like, she's disabled. I don't think anywhere on her page it said that she was disabled. He just assumed that she was disabled because of her appearance. Which is ableist, because you are saying a disabled person looks a certain way. You're saying because you perceive her to not be attractive, therefore she must be disabled. I mean, it's entirely possible she could be, but nowhere on her page did it say that she was. So I'm assuming that she's not. And then he went on this whole rant about how disabled people shouldn't be on OnlyFans. Disabled people shouldn't be doing sex work. Who would buy a disabled person's OnlyFans? You've got to be sick in the head.
Bro, who's buying this? Trust me, there's some sickos out there. What one thing do you think I'd be good at based on what you see?
Let me give you some advice.
Opening cans with your teeth. That's a joke, I'm joking. The fact that she's probably minted like more money than me. And that pisses me off. So you're telling me that some people would intentionally wake up at 5 AM to work out? I don't even wake up to pee. I just lay there and suffer. You don't like... I'm trying so hard not to make jokes. Is it impossible to like have... Okay, we're gonna address the elephant in the room, right? Is it possible for her to close her mouth? I'm actually disappointed in the males. You are buying... There's probably some women out there, but like, slay girl, you're doing it for the No, they're not. She's really not.
Why would you be sick in the head to buy a disabled person's OnlyFans? Like, it's their choice as long as they're not being taken advantage of in the system. Okay, so I've written down furry hate. This is a degree of hate speech, which is why I put in this column, because it doesn't really quite fit into these, but it like connects, because the furry community is deeply connected to the LGBTQ plus community, and also like a lot of autistic people or just neurodivergent people or disabled people in general are part of the furry community. So when he's hating on the furries, he's also hating on the other groups. I'm totally like with the furries, like I stand with them. I don't think they're cringe. I think the fact that people struggle to contain their laughter, like society in general, in topics surrounding furries, just shows the level of immaturity that exists, and like kind of rigidity and lack of acceptance, and how people are sticking to like old norms, and a lot of people have like a bit of a herd mindset around this. You're not following the same logic that you follow with everything else. Like, you support LGBTQ+, you support furries. Anyway, people who are more centrist, maybe is the word, or they're really more right-leaning, but they want to be perceived as left-leaning, is they'll do a lot of like saying, but I'm not sexist though, like I'm not X-phobic, after saying like whatever homophobic, transphobic, racist or sexist things, he'll end it with this.
Listen, man, I'm not sexist. I'm a female. I can't be sexist. Okay, I'm joking. No, but real talk, you know I'm not obviously sexist. If you're part of the BSH, love.
It reminds me of when maybe you have a bit of a toxic friend and then they'll say something really mean about you and then be like, oh no, but no offense though. You saying this doesn't change your actions and it doesn't change who you're projecting that you are. This means nothing when you're doing all of this stuff and you're saying the R slur and you're saying things about Indians and you're being mean to fat people. There's no point in saying this, and I feel it's kind of interesting that so many of his followers don't say anything about it, they don't have any issues with it, and that he has a significant number of women in his comments too, and people in the LGBTQ plus community and furries even, who just let it slide. I think, oh, because he has good intentions, this overrides everything. It doesn't come from a place of malice, therefore this overshadows all of the bad things that he says. And there's also this opinion that people have about comics. There's some level of comedic liberty where they are supposed to push the boundaries and they can say offensive things without meaning them, and therefore they don't offend anyone. But I think he genuinely does mean some of this stuff, and it comes from a place of ignorance. And I'm not saying that I need to cancel him or silence him or censor him. Like, I'm against censorship completely. Comedians should absolutely push the boundaries. However, are these the right boundaries to push? Absolutely not, in my opinion. Please don't bully me. This is not about me. Please think about what I've said. I don't care if you think I'm ugly or stupid or whatever. I know I might be provoking a lot of people because obviously he has a huge fan base who might be quite protective of him. But I'm hoping that you'll be able to see that, like, I just want him to change this and continue. Like, I don't even expect an apology video. Like, I mean, that would be great, but I doubt he'll do that. Like, just a change is great, and I'm a fan of his too. I think he's really funny, his editing's really good, and no hate at all. Not trying to cancel him. Let's kind of be reasonable. Thank you so much for watching.